So there's a new observation deck and art installation in New York City, and you know I had to go to it. I went to Summit One Vanderbilt, which is basically a very nice building that I'm sure you have to have a lot of money to live in. You go into Grand Central, you go upstairs. I got lost a little bit in Grand Central, so make sure you follow the signs or just don't be stubborn like me and ask somebody. Head upstairs, go to this experience. Tickets are a little pricey, but I promise you it's worth it. It's a house of mirrors. 60 stories up, you're eye to eye with the Empire State Building, the Chrysler Building. You see how big New York City is. You experience it. You kind of understand why you pay so much to live here. And sometimes the hustle and bustle of it, it's all worth it. It's a very humbling experience. It was wildly spiritual for me, which I didn't expect it to be. I just thought I was going to go and take some selfies, to be honest with you, and look cute in my Farm Rio jumper. But no, it was a real experience. I'm glad I went with my friends. I also am not so crazy about heights. So being in a elevator made of completely made of glass on the outside of a building with a glass bottom was pretty trippy. You take this basically all the way up to the building. You're on the outside of the building. It's a glass bottom. You're overlooking the street. My favorite part of it was this room full of balloons. I felt like I was 8 years old again with a bunch of strangers. We were just like hitting balloons, trying to keep them in the air. We were laughing. It was just so much fun. I definitely recommend this for you. You should absolutely go. You can do it during the day, you can do it in the afternoon, you can do it in the evening. Anyway, go to this experience if you can. I highly recommend it. You're gonna have fun. Okay, so next up on my trying to get cultured and out of the house in the city I live in and make the most of life, I went to the Shed to see Fragile Future, which is a multidisciplinary artist basically experience where they transform the shed with sound, movement, and film. It's an experience installation. Again, you see a theme here. It plays on your senses and it helps us imagine the positive alternative solutions to the problems that our planet faces. What I liked most about this, honestly, probably not even supposed to be the biggest takeaway, but in one of the rooms, they had little cutouts of different elements. That's basically the best way I can describe it. And you had to figure out what these elements represented. And as you walked through, you started realizing the object that those elements were. And it was basically all of the elements from the earth, things like water, sand, metal. The one that blew my mind the most was the Starbucks cup and how much water it takes to actually make a Starbucks cup. So that really got me thinking, and that was kind of the part that hit home the most for me. The other part that I really liked was drifters, which is something that you can experience on select dates and times, where they take this 17,000 square foot space and they have these drifters dance, which are supposed to be representative of these concrete blocks. And you kind of lay there, and it's 4 stories high, and you can lay on the floor or you can sit there or just look up as these elements just kind of dance before you and move, like watching a ballet with objects. I thought that was really cool and highly meditative. It's 1 a.m. What are you going to do? Go to 375 Chicken just like anybody else. 375 Chicken, Lower East Side, peanut butter jelly fried chicken. Is your head exploding yet? If not, go try it, and I promise you it will. Basically, popcorn fried chicken tossed in really amazing sauces. You'll love it. You stand outside and eat it. Great place if you're drunk and you need to slop up some of that booze. Great place if you're not drunk and you just want to eat at 2 a.m. And now, a moment of silence for my favorite quotes and memes of the week. Okay, let's take a quick moment in time to take a look at some of the places I've eaten over the last few days. And yeah, first up, Long Island Bar, one of my favorite bars in the city. Love this place after hours. Love it with basically 1 or 2 people max. Love the deviled eggs, and the fried cheese curds with French onion dipping sauce are my absolute faves. Next up, I'm hitting up Doner Kebab. It's an industry city. I always get this whenever I go for a haircut. Love them. Food's great. It's cheap. It's fast. It's filling, and it's amazing. And last up is Kubeh, which is a restaurant owned by chef Melanie Shurka and her husband David Ort. It's a restaurant that's dedicated to the lesser known cuisines of the Middle East. There is nothing on this menu that I don't like. Definitely go to this place. You're going to like it. And finally, a lot of you from the Donnas recommended Jenn Starks multimedia experience and art installation called Cascade, which was at the William Vale Hotel. It was basically projections, 3D mapped environments, murals, and sculptures. And it was cool. It was really trippy. In one of the rooms, we sat and we meditated, which was so cool. And we kind of would open our eyes and we figured out the timing of the visual projection and then would like open our eyes at certain points and then close them. And it was a really cool way to experience. And they were totally open to you sitting in the rooms and doing this and staying like all day and really just kind of getting lost in it. So that was a very cool experience. So yeah, that's what I did so far in New York in the last couple of weeks, trying to get myself a little cultured, trying to get out there, trying to experience the city again, safely and socially distanced, of course. But yeah, so if you have any questions about these experiences, if you want to just chat about them, leave your comments below. Let me know. I'll get back. DM me, whatever. And yeah, follow, like, subscribe. I'll see you on the other side. Bye.